Hey everybody, this is Zach, or Super Squee, or the Emotionally Unstable Gamer, or whatever you know me as, and however you found me, or if I drop this to you because you're a friend of mine. This is going to be one of those that is only me, and is kind of different, and special in a way, I guess, because I wanted to find a way to respectfully find my words when speaking to a past friend, who I will not give a name to, and any other names of people that I am no longer associated with or don't want to be involved or whatever. We'll also not have their name said if they are affiliated or are part of the story time thing. I don't know how long this will run. Maybe it'll be as short as like 20 minutes. Maybe it'll be like 40 minutes. I doubt it'll be much longer than that, like if even that. So I can get in the swing of things with the me and the Jake type of recordings. I will be also adding, like, what have I been doing this week, like media wise, what games I've been playing, stuff like that. But I don't even know what I'm going to title this one. I'll have to think about that afterwards. But basically this is about a friend that I had a falling out with, that I basically ghosted them at the end of our friendship the last time, which was somewhere around in February, I believe, because that was when the big snowstorm thing happened in Texas, and it just hit like a pinnacle point then. So I'm gonna start off not being an asshole. I think this person is a pretty good person, like in general as a human being. I don't think that they're like a total piece of shit or something, or that they're a horrible human being or anything like that. I think they have problems, like all of us, stuff that they need to get figured out. Maybe they need to see some psychological help for, maybe they need to be on medication, maybe they don't. I'm not one to say on those things, because everybody's different, but it is somebody that has trouble with a lot of things, and it's not always entirely his fault, but some of it is, and some of it is stuff that's preventable, or stuff he could still try at, even if it's hard sometimes, and I get it's a struggle, and I'm not trying to fucking demean or anything like that. But anyway, we were friends for a while. We met because of a mutual friend who was a woman I was involved with for a long time, who we will call Speff. And Speff was around a lot, and I met him through her, and then me and him stayed friends for a really long time, and we were really close, and hung out and played games and like everything, had a million inside jokes. We had a falling out in between because I was so far up Speff's butt. And I feel like I wasn't completely wrong in some of the things I said, whether they be angry and, like, not great, or truthful, and everything in between. When that all ended, because he basically attacked Speff for shit that was not wholly related to the thing that he was bitching about or upset about, and he was upset that, like, I always take her side, which I did to an extent, so I understand that, but at the same time, in this specific situation, it didn't make sense to take his side, because he has a tendency to do this thing where he only shows you his side of the story, and tries to make it seem like he's a victim. And you do, bud. You really do. I don't know if you still do that. Like, it's been like almost a year since we talked, or maybe it was last year. Was it last February or this February? And I know that might sound confusing too, like last February, we're in December, so obviously that's the same thing as this February. But I mean, like, versus 2020 or 2021. But it was a dumb thing that finally set me off. But there was a lot of, like, tiny things that annoyed me. He had a tendency to judge people, even when he, like, acted very, I guess, I don't know proper wording here, like woke. I guess that's not really the wording. I don't know, man. I'm high, and I don't even know if I really want to do this. I made a whole cool image and everything. It was going to be like some poetic fucking dumb thing. But here's the thing. We're human. We're human, and shit sucks sometimes, and sometimes you just can't handle other people, and you can't handle the feeling that you're having to be someone's therapist and their friend, and feeling like you're held up to standards that, like, are higher than you can possibly fucking conceive, because, like, I shouldn't have to come see you, like, several times a week. I should be able to not talk to you, like, maybe not talk to you, but, like, not directly interact on, like, some crazy level for over a month. I should be allowed to do that because I'm an adult and I'm tired and I don't want to fucking leave my house, and because I want to have me time that is literally me, mine. And, like, I want to see other people, and I don't always get to see those people either. So then it's like I juggle shit, and I see you more than once a month, or I see you like a couple times in a week, and I have to plan out all these times so that I can do good by you, so that you can feel better, so you can feel like I don't hate you. And, like, newsflash, I didn't hate you, and I had conversations with you about this shit, and you still, like, would do this woe is me shit and get upset with me, and then fucking pull your girlfriend into the mix. And it's like, she doesn't know the whole story, and she obviously only knows your side of the story. Like, I loved you, dude. I still love you, honestly. Like, as a human being, like, I love you. I don't want bad things to happen to you. I want you to figure it out. I hope that things get better for you. But I'm not involved in any of that anymore. I'm not your best friend. I'm not your therapist. And I felt like you smothered me a lot. And, like, I'm not saying that I was fucking perfect all the time. I'm not saying that, like, I'm this pinnacle of human that is so great and so awesome and fucking deals with all of their shit perfectly. But I didn't want to bug you with certain things. I didn't feel comfortable talking to you about certain things because you did act judgmental or act like things had to be a certain way or that I needed to do this. And, like, you made me feel like shit, like, through a bunch of the SPEF stuff. And it wasn't like, oh, like, buddy, you need to move on. It was like you were just being, like, a huge dick. And I know in your eyes you probably saw it as, like, oh, man, I'm just telling you how it is. You gotta do it this way, or else, like, you'll be fucked, or whatever the fuck. And, yeah, we had similarities between, like, my SPEF situation and your Gabriella situation. I just couldn't think of a fucking name, so that's the name. And, I'm gonna not talk about the rest of that part because I don't want to fucking point attention to a fuck up. I got tired. I got really tired around you, dude. Like, I was just exhausted with the relationship, with the friendship. And I felt like obviously you can't, like, fix everything overnight, but there were some things that I felt like you just consistently pushed on that didn't need to be pushed on. Like, in your life, that you made them worse by not doing simple fucking shit to fix them. And, like, I hope that you're better. I hope that you eventually get better if you're not. But I'm not involved in that. I'm not involved with your growth as a human being. I am not responsible for your emotional well-being. And I never was. And I'm sorry. I am. Because, yeah, I get it. Like, the whole ghosting thing, it was shitty. And it was just a fucking dick move. But I felt like I didn't have another option. I genuinely felt like I didn't have another option because I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't want to go through all this crap because I didn't feel like I needed to. I didn't owe you shit and you didn't owe me shit. We have great memories. We have awesome fucking times that we had together. I posted a little video I found that I didn't even realize we had that you happened to be in. And I was like, you know what? It's funny. I don't care. And I posted it to my Instagram. And I blocked you on everything because I didn't want communication with you. Not because, like, I was afraid of you or something. I didn't want you to be able to contact me. I didn't want you to see my life or my shit. I wanted you to move on and leave it alone. And I wanted you... I don't know. I wanted you to just fucking move on. I wanted you to do you without me and fucking figure your shit out in general. And, like, have a life where I wasn't fucking part of it. And dude, and like the fucking way that you, like, God, I just feel like you're judgmental about all kinds of people and things, and like you're really judgmental towards women and the things you do and don't like about them, but then you try to fucking act like you're all cool and shit about everything. And I want to make it very clear in general to the fucking non-existent audience that me and Jake have, like, this person is not a womanizer or like a piece of shit or something. I just mean it's like dumbass, like, offhand comments that just fucking took stabs at the way people looked or things, and he just like and it just annoyed the shit out of me all the time. All the fucking time. I feel like the best way to describe it, it's like he was picky as a human being. Like, you're picky, man. Like, try to be less picky in general because that'll help you in existence, just dealing with fucking existence. And, like, maybe you do need medication. Like, I think we've talked about that before in the past. I think you were on medication at some point. And, like, I also think that you maybe need to not smoke as much weed. Because as a person that has now smoked a ton of weed, more than like we were friends time, and who like eats a bunch of edibles and all kinds of shit, like, yeah, it's a great experience, but sometimes it's not something you should do to just fucking function. And I'm not telling you that people shouldn't be able to have vices or things that they can do to take the edge off. Like, dude, I don't think that people should be doing heroin or something, but it's like, if you gotta take heroin to get through the day and you're not hurting anybody else, like, that's your business. Like, that's not my business, that's your business. And as long as you're not fucking with me or the people around you and it's just on you, then, like, you do you, baby. But, like, sometimes that shit gets in the way of your own life and your ability to fucking do shit in general. And yeah, even fucking pot, the baby drug, that's, like, not dangerous at all. That you get more fucking... I was thinking of a different stat. So just fuck, man. Like, I'm not saying stop smoking. I'm not saying, like, don't smoke a little every day or something. But I'm saying, like, don't fucking try to put yourself into a coma. Like, if you want to go into a coma, like, I'm sure there's other ways, and just fucking do it. But I don't think you want to go into a coma. I don't think that you want to die. I think you just know that you're worth more on this planet in general. Like, having an experience of living that you want to have, and you know that you're worth that higher living experience. I know that came out weird, but I know that you want, like, a certain level of living, basically, of enjoying life and being able to do what you want to do and shit. And you know you deserve that, but you don't, like, push for it. You don't do anything in that direction. And I'm not saying, like, you're necessarily ever gonna fucking get to it, but it's like, you just get so into yourself and so fucking sad that you can't function. It's like, you don't want to die, you want to live. You just want to live and get the experience you fucking want, not this fucking bullshit that's all around us, that's just fucking caked on and suffocating all of us. And some people just fucking be like, oh, no, it's fine, like that fucking dog comic where the whole fucking house is on fire. And there are too many people that are just like, no, it's fine. Dude, it's okay if you gotta do it. It's okay if you gotta do it. It sucks. But, like, don't fucking lie to yourself that it's okay. And that's a whole separate thing. Like, this isn't about, like, this old friend. This is just its own thing. Like, don't fucking lie to yourself. Be realistic. You know that you gotta dig through some shit to fucking get where you want to be. That's fine. But don't lie and say that, like, oh, it's wonderful and I'm having a great fucking experience. I think I'm way too high. I'm way too high to, like, go through this whole thing. And we've rambled off for 12 minutes. Almost 13 minutes, my bad. Look, man. Mr. Resident Evil Overlord. Fucking, like, every time I see Resident Evil, I think about you. Like, this man that needs to be a cinematographer, that needs to make fucking movies or music, who has, like, this absolutely amazing artistic soul, that needs to do something with it, even if it's just for himself, just to push him there, whether he fucking does live streams or plays fucking Let's Plays or fucking makes art or makes a movie or whatever. Like, man, you got it. You just gotta try to get out of that hump. And I know it's not easy. I know that it's like you're drowning. I know that. And dude, I'm never even gonna fucking fault you for it if you're never able to get out of it, because fucking pain is subjective. And it could be a lot worse for you than it is for someone else, or vice versa. But, like, this is just how I feel about it, how I felt about you. And I get that you perceived and wanted things for me too. But I felt like the things you wanted really fucking just, you didn't understand me at all. And you belittled me for what I chose to do and who I wanted to be and what little I wanted out of life. Because I really don't need anything but a roof and fucking, like, friends and family. And I don't care if I'm dirt poor, as long as I have food in my belly and fucking protection from the elements. And dude, I didn't want to live with you. I never wanted to live with you. I'm sorry. I didn't want to live with you. Like, I just feel like it would suck, and I'd hear you bickering all the time, whether it be with your girlfriend or at us, for, like, fucking menial stupid shit that doesn't fucking matter. Like, fuck. Look, man, I love you, and there's a part of me that's always going to love you and care about you, and that wants you to fucking succeed in whatever it is you want to succeed in, and wants you to fucking just grow and just be beautiful. But I got tired. I got so fucking exhausted, man. And I'm sorry. I don't have anything else to say, but I'm sorry. But, like, it's over. It's been over. Like, you gotta move on. And I'm not trying to say that like a huge dick. It's just, I think it was like last Monday that you messaged me, or the Monday before last, and maybe you saw my last message to your fucking alternate account, or maybe you didn't. Me messaging you back. Maybe I pissed you off. Maybe you fucking took it to heart and understood it. I don't know. But, like, you gotta move on. Like, you gotta not message me. I'm not saying don't think about me, don't remember the great memories and, like, have laughs and talk about me in stories to random people, but, like, I don't say anything that I haven't said in this to anyone else if I talk about you. But I also tell them about really funny memories and, like, inside jokes that I still use and just dumb shit. Because I enjoyed the time we had, but the time is over. But that's it on that. Let's not talk about that. Let's end off like the ass end of this and try to get it done before 20 minutes, because I can't believe I even fucking spoke that long. So currently, I am very excited that Final Fantasy VII Remake has been announced for PC and is dropping next week on Thursday. I get off at 10 o'clock, but I'm off on Friday, and I plan to throttle it. And I'm excited to show my nephew Seth, because he really enjoyed the original Final Fantasy VII. I've been reading the dialogue and voices and stuff, and I'll put on the boosters and let him hit shit, and he has a lot of fun. He also is pretty decent at Killer Instinct. I get that it's a simple game to, like, figure out, but, like, you know, hard to master type of thing. Like, the mechanics are really easy. But it was really cool seeing him, you know, accidentally pop off these mega combos and, like, have an ultra combo on a fucking character and beating Fulgore on medium. And he's this 5-year-old that has, like, issues and doesn't really play a ton of fucking video games. And he just figures it out, and it was really fun being part of that experience, and having him, like, screaming at the fucking game and saying all kinds of shit, getting pumped up. It was cute. We were taking turns. So I've been playing Killer Instinct, the PC version. It is incredibly optimized, like, absolutely wonderful. A lot of single player content, like, and oh my god, like, give me Doom Guy, give me the Doom Slayer and fucking Killer Instinct 2 if they make a sequel to this. Again, they said it's still on their mind. So, like, I'm hoping we get a sequel. Microsoft owns Doom now. Let's put Doom Slayer in there. The music's already by Mick Gordon, well, in the original anyway, and, like, I just feel like he'd fit the slow, fucking methodical way that Killer Instinct plays in a lot of ways. It's slower than other games, it seems. It can be fast-paced. Get my meaning if you've played it. I have also been playing Pokemon Moon, trying to get through it. I am almost done with Pokemon Shining Pearl, because I got a dual pack for me and my friend Jason, and we've been playing through it and playing after each other, after each gym, basically. I'm trying to play through Miitopia right now. Trying to finish Proud Family on Disney Plus so that I can watch the movie when it comes out. Really enjoying that show. Surprised with the amount of shit they were able to get away with on Disney. What else have I been doing? I think that's it. I'm waiting on the next patch on WoW and going through other stuff. Christmas shopping's finally done. I'm pretty sure. I think I have a couple more people gift cards on Steam and stuff for my boss at work, because she's really fucking awesome and, like, the best. But I think it's pretty much it. I know this was weird, and thank you for staying to the end. If you did, whether you be the person in question that this is about, who I plan to send this to, or whoever else, whether you're my fiance or Jake or whatever. But love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here if you are. And I will catch you guys in the next one of Holes, which will be not as sad of subject material. I guess that's the best way to put it. Goodbye, everybody.